my god, that's so metal. Generic intro and the deck goes. We're about coming to another kill count reaction. Today we're doing the Predator from 2018. Hopefully I can actually get through this video. Last time I tried to record the intro, I failed and had a mental breakdown. That was a week ago. Sorry there was no kill count last week. Let's go ahead and jump into the Predator kill count. Next week's going to be Boy Meets World, which I didn't know that was even a movie. Alright, kill count. Let's go. Oh, wow.
Welcome to the Kill Count.
Hey, it's not 8 a.m. when I'm trying to record this, at least.
I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at The Predator, released in
last week I tried to do
as
this,
the
mess up
fourth
the intro
standalone
twice,
Predator
and
film. It was
spent 30
co-written and
minutes
directed by
crying on
Shane
camera.
Black, who played the vulgar jokester Hawkins in the original film in 1987. Back before this movie came out, I said that Black would be sure to treat the series right with it. Well, it came out, and turns out I was dead wrong. Why was The Predator such a disaster? Well, aside from a real-life controversy wherein Shane Black hired a registered sex offender without telling anyone, the movie itself has a boatload of issues. Most obvious is the fact that it's basically an all-out comedy with every single character cracking quips like they're in a Joss Whedon jam, but it's also got way too quick a pace and a real tone-deaf depiction of autism where it's basically played like a fucking superpower. Plus, this thing was reshot and re-edited so many times that the story left remaining is riddled with plot holes and random nonsense. In fact, the only thing this movie seems to get right as a Predator flick is having a high body count. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, okay, well. Also, a video has been suggesting me a lot is
Star Wars prequel-looking space battle that ends when the ship being pursued escapes through a warp gate. It comes out right near Earth, where it better not leave Michigan.
It was the kill count, I believe.
Come on, the fugitive Predator inside this doomed ship knows when to fold them, so he hops into an escape pod and jettisons away, leaving his damaged craft still hurtling towards Earth. Meanwhile, in the Mexican jungle, sniper Quinn McKenna kicks off our kill count by assassinating a cartel member in the middle of a hostage situation. Huh, dude kinda looked like drug lord Ron Jeremy there. Immediately afterward, the
That's incredibly unrealistic. They drove, Range Rovers.
Arnolding down a hill, the sky sent destruction falling all around him. He examines the crashed ship and finds some fluorescent Preddy blood, an empty Preddy mask, and a future Preddy victim, his partner Dupree. But hold on, these two are talking about a third partner named Haynes. Not sure where. Oh, he's hanging from a tree.
Oh, he's already dead.
Damn, fugitive Predator did a piss poor job skinning this dude, looking like the Crypt Keeper or some shit. The fugitive Predator appears, disappears, and kills Dupree with a blast from his plasma caster. I guess Predators don't give a damn. They'll kill you, me, and Dupree. Since McKenna accidentally equipped himself with Pred's wrist gauntlet, he's able to stop Pred and defile his buddy's body all at once. But since fugitive Preddy's not ready for a nap just yet, McKenna knows he's got to get out of there, and he escapes the area before a helicopter full of G-Men land. The G-Men are led by Traeger, who's played by the immensely talented Sterling K. Brown in a tragic case of miscasting.
They're large, they're fast, and fucking you up's their idea of tourism.
McKenna unlocks the secret to Yautja invisibility, which is this, ball, I guess.
That's a snitch.
Swallows that ball for safekeeping and has the rest of the Pred gear mailed to a P.O. box. It winds up at his house instead, right into the hands of his son Rory,
How did it knock into the P.O. box?
Damaged Kid character actor Jacob Tremblay. Rory is somewhere on the autism spectrum, and thus he gets bullied at school by Philistines who can't respect a good game of chess. Don't worry though, since Rory is movie autistic, he's rocking them Rain Man skills. His condition apparently also allows him to figure out alien technology, because after he opens the box to find a Preddy helmet and the wrist gauntlet, he just cruises through the Pred OS without a tutorial like he's a Michael Fassbender.
It's not even in a language.
Should have used a proxy though, kid, because all that beat booping attracts the attention of the alien ship that was pursuing the fugitive Predator in the beginning, and now the other Preddy pilot is scanning for targets. Quinn McKenna winds up captured by G-Men at the VA. Wait, wasn't he in Mexico? When the fuck did this happen? I guess there was a
Chattanooga, Tennessee,
arrest, but they deleted it. Why? Why would you delete that? The government boys get McKenna to sound crazy by tricking him into talking about aliens, and that gives them an excuse to stick him on a bus with the so-called loonies. Hope you're ready for some overacted character work, because this bus is full of it. The two chief offenders are Thomas James, last seen on the kill count in the Mist, playing a dude named Baxter, who's got a real bad case of movie Tourette's. Fuck you, motherfucker. And sadly, as much as I love him, Keegan-Michael Key, who just hams it up way too much as the crass jokester Coyle.
How do you circumcise a homeless man?
Here it goes.
kick your mom in the chin.
I feel like Shane Black just rewrote his own character from the first movie and had Key play it. But Coyle ends up being just too damn much. Like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
Oh.
You shut the fuck up.
Less overacted is Lynch, played by Game of Thrones' Alfie Allen. I guess he does card tricks or something. And Nettles, a God-fearing vampiric-looking dude.
What was his name in Game of Thrones?
When you're standing at attention before your maker.
I always stand at attention before I make her.
Stop! The only one I actually like a little is the leader of the Loonies, Nebraska Williams, played by Trevante Rhodes, who was just seen on the kill count.
Oh yeah, he was Purge.
And hey, while we're at it, let's meet
I thought
another
he was
character.
the dude in
Dr. Casey Brackett,
the first Purge, but no, that was Bird Box.
Played by attacker of the show Olivia Munn, gets picked up by G-Men who ask her for help with their alien problem. They take her to a place called Project Stargazer, and okay, I do like the Haunted Mansion joke they do on the elevator.
Is it just your imagination, or is this haunted room actually stretching?
She meets amiable Sean Keys, and I can appreciate the Predator continuity here. Not only does this lab have the actual props and masks from the previous movies in glass cases, but Sean Keys is the son of Predator 2's Peter Keys, who was of course played by Gary Busey, the real-life father of Sean's actor here, Jake Busey. That's a lot of fun. Brackett discovers that Project Stargazer has selected a Predator to prod.
Dr. Brackett.
Continuity.
Would you like to meet a Predator?
Nah, man, she was the one who got that dude's scenes cut. Brackett meets Trey.
I wanna make a
alien,
Cleveland Browns joke
about it being misnamed.
Data suggests that it tracks its prey, exploits weakness, seems to, well, enjoy it.
That's not a predator, that's a sports hunter.
Well, we took a vote. Predator's cooler, right? Fuck yeah.
Still, she's so impressed by the extraterrestrial that she flips the franchise's script.
You're one beautiful motherfucker.
Oh man, do we have another interspecies shipping on our hands?
Probably.
Apparently Brackett's boyfriend here has human DNA in him, and Project Stargazer wants to know how.
You want to know if someone fucked an alien.
Okay, yep, we are already sliding way too hard into humor here. After the military detects that impending predator ship, alarms go off in the science bunker, and during the noise and confusion, the fugitive predator wakes up,
I don't think they're gonna be able to.
And breaks free to bolster our kill count.
Yeah, of course,
His first batch of victims includes 6 people. A woman he uses as a body shield against the bullets coming his way, a dude who falls down randomly to some gunfire in the back there, a guy who gets backhanded across the room into science stuff, a dude who gets a knife tossed into his forehead, a guy that Pred kills kinda lazily as he moves on, and finally, a dude he tosses into a window. With that much blood, I think that guy's dead. The Predator heads out into the hallway and kills another guy by breaking his back against a wall, then uses that dude's gun to mow down 3 more victims. 2 in the
he just
hallway
knows how to
and
work
1
a
at the
gun.
top of the stairs. Then he grabs one of the Preddy masks they have on display and looks through it, which somehow lets him see through the eyes of the mask Rory has, and then track down his personal info so he can dox him? What's even going on here? Since when is
their
this
mouth
a thing?
reminds
As
you
the
of
Looney Bus happens to pull up to
Lexus,
the science lab, weird
the front girls on Lexuses, which I really like.
Kills. There are 3 dead bodies in this hallway right here, and 2 in the stairwell. Oh, make that 3. 3 in the stairwell, for 6 total. Then, as the bus occupants wonder what's going on, they see another kill. This dude thrown from the rooftop to his death.
Why
on the
can I not
ground.
think of
Splat. I do like the
dude from Game of Thrones?
McKenna points out the Predator running around on the roof and tells the Loonies it's the same alien he saw in Mexico, and that he wants to kill it for taking out his partners. They stage a distraction involving more shithouse jokes from Coyle.
Hey, Baxley. If your mom's vagina were a video game, it'd be rated E for everyone.
And in the resulting chaos, they're able to take control of the vehicle and ditch their camo-clad babysitters. Time for a field trip, motherfuckers! By this
all the chaos
Brackett
going on,
has made it outside and ends up in a 2-tiered race with the Predator, which the Loonies see from their school bus. Hey, a Pred dude, all right! She ends up on top of their bus, and they chase after the Predator like this is Mad Frickin' Max.
Why are you
Pred just pops a tire, and Brackett jungle to jungles her foot, so the Loonies end up losing their prey. They see some G-Men starting to arrive, but a convenient fleet of motorcycles allows another variation on an old classic.
Get to the choppers!
And so, one American badass clothesline later, the Loonies and Brackett are able to easy ride around out of there. As for the Predator, he hitches a ride on a truck and gets 4 kills in the process, using his shuriken and wrist blades to chop down all the dudes in the back before he engages in some very out-of-character humor.
Everything okay back there?
Nice.
You fucking guy.
Yo, Shane Black, a lot of your stuff is funny, dude, but you can't
That
have
was
every
funny.
single character, right down to the goddamn alien, cracking jokes. A little goes a long way, you know? The Loonies hide out in a motel called the Humdinger,
That was still funny.
good place to get a beach, and they try to make Brackett comfortable as she finally sleeps off the trank juice. Yar. It doesn't work, because obviously, but after failing to make a run for it, McKenna tells her that Traeger and his G-men will probably have her killed, so she might as well join forces with them
That's
to
convenient.
take down the Predator, I guess. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and it also doesn't help that these freaking characters just won't stop making jokes.
It's a very nice
Called
hotel
the Predator.
or hotel room.
It hunts people for sport.
Technically, it's not a predator. It's like kind of a.
Thank you.
McKenna realizes that the Predator's probably looking for the gear he stole, which is currently with his son. Rory ends up using the mask to get a little exposition in the form of a holographic movie. Uh-oh, looks like some other Predators have been making an ultimate Predator using mad science. That experimental parole Predator has landed
a dog
on Earth by
Predator?
now, and he sends
They
out
have
some
dogs?
Preddy dogs to track down his fugitive
Cool.
brother. McKenna gets home and finds that the box of Preddy gear is empty, so he tells his wife Emily, played by Yvonne Strahovski, that they need to go find Rory, because that kid be walking around trick-or-treating with a Preddy mask taped to his head.
Well, it
Before
is
they
almost
head out,
Halloween.
though, might as well have another
What are you gonna be
scene
for
with
Halloween?
the Loonies being cartoon characters while they make jokes about Emily's
Actually,
artwork.
maybe blur.
My
Yeah.
unit, they're soldiers.
Oh, there's his unit.
Whoa,
Lord.
Serena Joy painted that? While trick-or-treating, Rory gets picked on by those bullies from school, as well as, what, a random adult stranger who throws a beer at him? That guy
Wow.
definitely fucked up, because the Pred helmet shoots him
Oh!
and blows up his house in an act of automatic retaliation.
That's sick.
The
I
Loonies,
want it.
now in separate vehicles, hear police reports about the explosion, since Nebraska went and randomly stole a cop car. That's at least
That's
3
normal.
stars, right? They figure out that Rory
Yes.
must be at the high school baseball field. How did they?
Why?
Whatever. Fuck it. Right before a couple of Preddy dogs show up to have themselves
Why does he have a
taste
dog
of
now?
boy. Everyone rolls up in their vehicles, shoots their guns aplenty, and eventually the dogs are put down through awful-looking CGI explosions and direct shots to the head. The latter only lobotomizing one of the dogs, so it can be used for hilarious, zany adventures
Like
later
what?
on. Lucky us. The fugitive
Wow,
Predator
what a
appears,
well-placed
and after
shot.
He drops Nettles to the ground, everybody runs into the nearby school. Preddy follows, blowing shit up and looking cool like Predators always do. He catches up to them, but before he can finish strangling McKenna,
So why didn't he
he's
just straight up
interrupted and
kill him
ripped out of
fast
the
like he
window
did
by
everybody
something.
else in,
Why,
like,
it's
the-
the ultimate Predator, who's yet another Yautja variation given
In the
to us,
science
as though
place.
the OG Predator wasn't cool enough. He definitely is. And in fact, let's take a moment to appreciate the actor and makeup team behind the Predator's Predator. The creature effects were done by Tom Woodruff Jr., who we've seen a lot on this channel since he worked on Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, and both AVP movies. In the AVP series, he also played various xenomorphs and the Pred alien. But for this movie, he stayed out of the suit, and instead, the dreadlocked space hunter was played by Brian Alexander Prince, a 6'10" parkour athlete who had to spend
How are you
all
doing-
day
what?
on set wearing this ridiculous.
How do you do parkour at
That's no
6'10"?
small task, especially considering that with the mechanical mandibles on this thing, he couldn't even hear other people without a radio in his ear.
Once they turn on the motors, all you hear is like, it's all back here. All the servos and motors are back here.
Prince gave
That's
the role his
wild.
all, even suffering bruises on his nose from wearing the mask, and
makes
regardless
sense.
of any other flaws this movie may have, we've gotta appreciate the people behind the Predator himself, because at least he still looks and acts cool. The two Predators get into a pretty one-sided Preddy fight! And before long,
Lord.
the monstrous ultimate Predator puts down the fugitive with ease. As the Loonies
This is
hop into
almost
their
like
trailer
the
to
whole
escape,
Jurassic
Ultimate
World
Predator
thing. Like,
kills
oh
his
yeah,
ultimate
there's
prey
like
with
a
punch to the face,
you know,
followed by
like a
classic
remake.
beast fining.
They
And
made
yes,
a super
Predators go on
version
the
of
kill
it.
count. Always have, always will. They're just too cool not to. Although they do seem a little less cool when we get subtitled dialogue from them. I don't know, it just seems wrong, dude. The
It
Loonies
does.
take refuge at a barn where the movie takes a
The
stab
movie
at
should do more
character
showing,
development.
less
Look, Coyle
telling.
and Baxley are besties, and McKenna wants to be a good dad. That's nice. While sciencing with Preddy's spinal fluid, Brackett discovers that
Can
the
you really
Yautja
use
are trying to improve
that
themselves
microscope for
through
that
genetic
much
tinkering,
information?
retconning a reason behind all that spine ripping they're always up to.
I think they're attempting hybridization.
Thus, the gargantuan ultimate predator. That's cool and all, I guess, but then the movie takes it in this direction.
You know, a lot of experts say that being on the spectrum isn't really a disorder. That's actually the next step in the evolutionary chain.
Hoo boy! Quick, let's change the subject to the lobotomized space dog. Oh look, he's a good boy now!
Is he?
Out of frickin'
He's gonna
nowhere,
die.
a government helicopter shows up, and after it lands, Traeger and his G-men get out looking all sorts of pissed off. Traeger's looking for Preddy tech, and he tells Brackett that the Preds have been coming here more frequently because of climate change.
They're trying to snap up all of our best DNA before we're gone.
Pretty ridiculous, but even more ridiculous is why the fugitive predator was here in the first place.
What?
And that dead predator was bringing us a way to stop him.
Wait, so the fugitive predator was like a conservationist Preddy then? But hold up,
Why
we watched
does
him
he
kill like
care?
a whole buttload of humans. Well, I
Maybe
guess he could always be
he
like a TR
woke
kind
up
of
and was
conservationist. While G-Goons beat up
freaked
McKenna,
out?
looking for info about
Or
the Preddy
they
tech,
would
other
stop him
G-Goons
from
go
saving?
through his house despite Emily's protestations. Hey, as long as they don't steal that Penny Arcade poster back there, right? The Stooges get theirs when the ultimate predator randomly crashes through the floor and kills them both with his wrist blade. One through the floor, which looks pretty bad. And
Can't
the
put a
other,
tourniquet
in a
on
much
that.
more savage way, shanking him a bunch of times in the gut. Wait a minute, this computer doesn't even have Steam installed. What'd I even come here for? Now Rory can all of a sudden draw a map to the Predator spaceship, so Traeger kidnaps him in a helicopter and tells his men to kill Brackett and McKenna. McKenna is able to quip his way to freedom, and he kills his two captors with simple gunshots. Easy peasy. Brackett,
It's almost like what a Stephen King movie with the gifted kid.
Who comes out of nowhere and coughs up a grenade. Brackett sticks that thing in the G-Man's vest and barely escapes before it goes off, killing the dude and thankfully ending this
I don't think it would be
little barn
that
sequence. But
fiery.
shit can always get stupider. And case in point, the other loonies show up in a stolen frickin' helicopter. Yeah,
Dude.
they stole a helicopter.
And they know how to fly it.
That's gotta be 5 stars for show. They use the chopper to follow the space dog to, I don't know, man. This movie's a fucking mess. The G-Men
What if
go
the
to
dog
this
just
super
suddenly took a
secret
turn
area
and they
where
just
they've
completely
been
lost it? They would never
keeping
find it again.
Predator spaceship. And Traeger uses Rory to crack open the alien security system, which he's able to do with ease because, again, he has Hollywood autism. But before Traeger can start downloading all these Predator files, don't Google Predator files, please. McKenna shows up, having been cloaked with that ball, I guess, and kills Traeger's Lieutenant Sapir by shooting him in the eye with a tranquilizer.
That's
gun.
one way to
Man,
tranquilize
all these
somebody.
kills got that shiny CG look to them. We get lots more CG blood when the loonies show up outside and kill 3 government soldiers
Wow,
in
they
their
are
initial
real bad
attack.
at this.
All done with knives used for throwing, stabbing, and the horror movie mainstay, throat slitting. As Nebraska lights a cigarette, you know, like any smart soldier trying to hide, McKenna steps out of the ship with Traeger as his hostage. Before they can enact any plan though, Lynch, who's far off with a sniper rifle, gets killed by the Predator in a lackluster way. Reek, it rhymes with weak, as
Reek.
gas kill. Lynch shot off a flare
what was
before
his
he
actual
died,
name?
so a firefight erupts, during which I
Theon,
see
Theon,
7 random
Theon
government
Greyjoy.
dudes getting shot, which I'll go ahead and count as kills. Even though it looks like this third dude is reacting to shots that didn't actually hit him. That's okay, the rest of these extras did a real super job. After a while, the ultimate predator shows up, and after crushing a vehicle, he also adds to the kill count when he
I don't know
tosses
if your
another
insurance
random
covers
government
that.
dude into an electric fence. Yeah, that dude dead. He ain't playing like Dr.
I don't think
Grant.
electric
Ultimate
fences are
Predator
that
keeps on adding to the
powerful, are
kills
they?
when he harpoons one
I don't
dude
think you
through
could
the chest
technically
and
make
uses the tow cable to decapitate 3 soldiers who were driving in a Jeep. Not bad,
electronic
Ultimate
or
Predator.
electric
You're winning
fence
me
that
over
powerful.
with shit like that. The UP ignores everyone else and just strolls on into the spaceship, leaving the last kill of the sequence to come courtesy of Nebraska, who shoots one of Traeger's dudes down to even the numbers between them and the G-Men. Then all of a sudden, the Ultimate Predator starts talking to the humans using Traeger's Predator translator system. Yes, it's as dumb as you'd think it'd be.
Hello. I have enjoyed watching you kill each other.
Especially when he
thanks.
starts saying that he wants to take McKenna home with him since he seems like a true warrior.
He will be your leader. He will be my prize.
The Pred tells the humans he's going to hunt them and gives them a head start.
Are they just gonna
sending
get
the loonies
info
and the G-Men
or
running
his
into the
DNA or
woods
whatever
in an
to
uneasy
save-
alliance. As Ultimate Predator leaves the fugitive ship, blowing it up behind him,
Okay,
one of Traeger's
well, I guess we
dudes
don't need
decides
that.
to randomly throw the Predator shuriken. It comes back and cuts his hand off, and when the guy loudly yells about it, Traeger mercilessly murders him in an effort to keep him quiet. Another
Yeah,
of Traeger's dudes is
understandable.
pulled up into a tree and gets bitten by the
Why would he
Ultimate
just start
Predator?
shooting like that?
Decapitated.
Oh.
And yep, there's our Ultimate Preddy boy, I guess. Isn't he handsome,
Nope.
Traeger? More action
Why are you not
and
shooting? There you
gunfire
go.
commences, with Traeger now using the shoulder-mounted plasma caster. And Ultimate Predator keeps the kills coming by blowing one dude all to pieces with his wrist
What?
blade projectile.
Why does it
No, we
explode?
don't need to see that in slow motion. It's not good enough for all that.
Yeah.
They eventually managed to cover the
And the
Predator
shiny
with some flammable
CG.
dust and light him up with a gunshot. Baxley senselessly leaps onto this mountain of flaming
Why?
aliens,
Yeah, why
causing
would you do
Traeger
that?
to laugh at him before this happens.
Oh.
Yo, what the fuck?
Wait,
Did Traeger
huh?
just die? Sorry,
Yeah,
I blinked
what?
and missed it. Wasn't he supposed to be an important character or something?
Was.
God damn, movie, get your shit together. The Predator throws Baxley against a tree,
somehow not on fire,
repel him through the back, then shoots another wrist blade into Coyle's side before falling backwards off a cliff. Bye.
That'll be fine.
With the two bestie loonies, both mortally wounded, they make a silent pact and kill each other at the same time with near simultaneous
How would you?
This
Okay.
moment would have been
What?
a whole lot sweeter to me if either of those characters felt like actual human beings. The survivors are once again attacked by the ultimate predator,
Who just fell off a
calls
cliff?
the word McKenna to them. But turns out it's not Papa McKenna he's looking for. He wants Rory, because, you know, evolution.
The
or
kid?
whatever.
Oh.
Don't worry, Pred's got a kid-sized pod waiting for Rory
So
on
convenient.
his secret hidden spaceship.
I mean, I guess an
McKenna
adult
and the
could have
last
fit in
Loonies,
that.
Nebraska and Nettles get on top of the ship's roof while Brackett
To
lands
do
an explosive
what?
hit that gives it a rocky takeoff.
How are you-
It's still able to get pretty high up though, and when the Predator turns on the ship's shield system, we get a very cool action moment where McKenna and Nebraska get trapped on opposite sides of the force field, while Nettles is cut down at the knee from the force.
That'll do it.
Dying after his body flies off the
Oh,
ship
yeah,
with
yeah, you're
no
done.
feet to land on.
Yeah, you're done.
Nebraska, finding himself on the wrong side of the shield, decides to do McKenna a solid by sacrificing himself and jumping into the spaceship's engine, shooting at it while he does. It's a cool way to
so
go
metal.
out, I guess, especially since it works and the ship starts to falter. It crashes to the forest floor, as does McKenna.
I mean, I guess
The
bro
ultimate
accepted
Predator
his fate
steps out
at
to
that
whip some
height.
ass of the dude who fucked up his ride. Before he can kill McKenna, though, Brackett jumps on the Predator's back end and shoots him in the
And
head
he
a few
didn't sense
times.
that coming?
Then all sorts of shit happens to this poor alien. He gets knocked down, rolled around. That shitty
Dude,
kid
that guy-
activates his own ship's
Ultimate
shield and cuts
Predator
off his
has to
hand.
weigh
And then
like
finally,
500
his own dog
pounds.
shows up out of nowhere again to once again give Brackett a weapon, which McKenna ends up using to blow the Ultimate Predator into a Johnny
like
got his gun
Koji's,
condition.
like,
McKenna
little
finishes the
caterpillar
big
thing.
bad Preddy man
Just
off with
bringing
a couple
weapons.
of gunshots to the head, and that's a wrap on this latest Yout Jaw variation. In a very tacked on epilogue, we see that McKenna has become part of the brass. Oh, and he has his kid working for the government now too. A scientist tells McKenna that
I feel like he
they
didn't have
found
much
a
of a
gift left
choice.
over from the fugitive Predator, and turns out that gift has a name.
I guess you call it the Predator Killer.
The Predator Killer is this thing, which attaches to a guy and preds him up in a complete ripoff of Iron Man. Did Shane Black steal a graphics package from the Iron Man 3 editing bays or something? The movie ends with some action
Kind of a cool idea.
lines that are just as awful as the rest of this shit.
That's my new suit, Bubba. Hope they got it in 42 long.
How many people were killed by the Predators in The Predator? Let's find out and get
Okay.
to the Predator. Or the numbers. Get to the numbers. There were 58 kills
I
in The
don't-
Predator,
I didn't
the
necessarily
second most
hate
of the
what I
series.
saw.
The victims included 55 men.
I mean, if
only
you
a
liked the
single
original
woman
Predator
scientist,
series, you
one
probably hated it,
regular-sized
but, like, I
Predator,
didn't
And finally, one
hate
big-ass
it.
Ultimate Predator. Great to see those key lime wedges back in the pie chart, right? With a runtime of 107 minutes, that left us with a kill on average
lot.
every 1.84 minutes.
That's a
I'll
lot.
give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest
That's
kill
a
to
lot.
Nettles. I've always wondered what happens as a ship's force field is deployed, and
That.
now I know. And if you in its way, you can kiss your limbs goodbye. Dull Machete for lamest kill will go to Lynch, who was killed without any kind of fun fanfare. We'll see if Theon gets a better end later this year. And that's
this is
The Predator came out in 2018.
you know what? Theon had a great story.
Who also wrote the Monster Squad together. Probably explains why this movie was such a comedy.
The
Before
disaster
I let
that
you
was
go,
the
I
final
wanna let you know
couple
that today's
seasons of
episode
Game
was
of
brought to you
Thrones.
by Case File, an awesome
Oh.
true crime podcast.
Nice.
Here on Dead Meat, we look at fictional horror, but Case File is your source for deep dives into investigations of solved and cold cases from around the world. Right now, they're doing a 5-part series about the Belanglo murders, investigating Australia's worst serial killer.
That doesn't.
Check that
That
out and
setting
all their
does
other
not
episodes
look
by
like
subscribing and
Australia
listening
at
to
all.
Case File for
I don't think
free
Australia
on
has
Apple
those kinds of
Podcasts,
trees.
Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
I actually don't
Next
listen
week
to any
is the Kill Count's
podcasts.
2-year
I'll watch clips from
anniversary.
Unsubscribe,
But until then,
but that's
I'm
about
James
it.
H. Dees. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this week's
And I'll
Kill
watch
Count.
clips
I
from,
want to
like,
thank some
other
patrons like Justin
podcasts,
Polgar,
but the only
Marshall
one I watch,
Feinsilver,
like,
and Tenebrism. I also
pay
want to let
anything
you
to
know
do
that
is
I'm going to be
unsubscribe.
taking part in a horror documentary coming out called In Search of Darkness. There's more information about the documentary in the description of this video, so check that out. I'm so excited to be a part of it. And for next week, I have a very fun episode
Boy Meets
lined up.
World. I
Thanks
don't-
everybody. Be good
That's a
people.
thing. Boy Meets World, and then there was Sean. What is that? I don't know. It should hopefully be out next week. Like I said, life is crazy. There was no Nostalgia Great video posted yesterday. Well, technically the day of... No. It should have been posted yesterday. Hopefully this video... I'm recording this video on Sunday. It's only 12:30. It's not that bad. Last time I tried to record a kill count, it was like 8 a.m. on Monday, and I was just like, was not doing well. Yeah, I'm not hanging in there. I'm not doing great right now because I'm trying to do way too much, trying to get as many videos as possible. When I don't post a video, people are like, oh, where's this video? Where's this video? I am trying my absolute hardest, and it is draining the life out of me. But shout out to the patrons because they get all the videos a day early. I am trying my best to upload as many videos as I possibly can, and it's a struggle sometimes. We're still short-staffed, and I just, dude, until we need to find one more person to work, and then I go back to having 3 days off. 3 days off is perfect enough. That's enough time to get all my videos and everything I need to do in my life and get my entire life together and live stream again and get all the videos done and all the editing and thumbnails and be able to sleep and do all my grocery shopping and cleaning and all of my day-to-day life. I can handle if I have 3 days off. 2 days is just not enough because I spend the first day off sleeping. So, but this is the Predator. I didn't hate it. I mean, some of the lines were very but that's kind of how a lot of modern remakes are. Yeah, I didn't hate it. As someone that, you know, hasn't seen the actual Predator movies, like other than the kill counts, I didn't necessarily hate this one, but I'm sure if you watched the other ones and grew up watching the Predator or expecting the same thing, you probably hated it, but didn't necessarily hate it. Don't know if that's a hot take or not, but that's my opinion. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next video, take care, and cue the music.